Welcome back to the Tennessee Smokies Wicked Weed Brewing pregame show. I'm Ben Slotnick in our Knoxville studios. Game 3 of a 6-game series between the Smokies and Trash Pandas is coming up in just a few minutes, but first, it's time to introduce tonight's starting lineups. First, for the visiting Tennessee Smokies at 13-10 overall, first place in the Southern League North, one game ahead of Rocket City. Leading off, the center fielder, Pete Crow Armstrong. Batting second, the shortstop, Luis Vazquez. Batting third and playing in right field, Owen Casey. Batting cleanup, the third baseman, Chase Strumpf. Designated hitter batting fifth, B.J. Murray. Batting sixth, he has an RBI in each of his first two Double-A games. First baseman Hayden McGarry. Batting seventh, the catcher Pablo Aliendo. Batting eighth, the second baseman Andy Weber. And hitting ninth with a Southern League high 5-game run scored streak, the left fielder Bradley Beasley. And starting on the mound for the Smokies is the 22-year-old right-handed pitcher Porter Hodge. He is 0-3 with a 9.22 ERA in 4 starts. In his most recent start last Friday in Birmingham, Hodge had a promising beginning. In his first 2 innings pitched, he allowed no runs on 2 singles, no walks, and 2 strikeouts. Then the third inning came around where all 8 batters he faced either reached base safely or drove in a run. So in 2 2/3 innings pitched, Hodge allowed 7 earned runs on 8 hits, 7 of which were singles, 1 walk, and 2 strikeouts. Shifting to the offense, the Smokies entered this series with the 5th worst 4th inning batting average in all of minor league baseball, hitting 129 with 4 RBIs through 21 games. In the first 2 games of this series, the 4th inning Smokies are 4 for 10 with 4 RBIs. Now, last season, the Smokies hit 189 home runs, which led the Southern League and was 3rd most in Double-A. In 2023, Tennessee has hit 34 home runs, which is most in Double-A. The Smokies are currently on pace to hit 219 home runs this season, looking to shatter their franchise record in single-season home runs. And since going 2 for their last 35 at-bats when hitting with runners in scoring position, the Smokies are 9 for 24 hitting with RASP. Now the starting lineup for the hosting Rocket City Trash Pandas at 12-11 overall, second place in the Southern League North. Leading off, the shortstop Livan Soto. Batting second, the catcher Edgar Caro. Batting third, he's one of 2 players in all of minor league baseball on a 6-game RBI streak, Orlando Martinez. Batting cleanup, the reigning Southern League Player of the Week, third baseman Jeremiah Jackson. Batting fifth on a Southern League high 10-game strikeout streak, right fielder Tucker Flint. Batting sixth, the second baseman Jose Gomez. Batting seventh and DHing David Calabrese. Batting eighth, first baseman Kevin Maitan. And batting ninth, center fielder Bryce Teodosio. Starting on the mound for Rocket City is the 25-year-old right-handed pitcher out of Michigan State University, Mason Erla. He's 1-1 with a 3.26 ERA in 4 starts. In his most recent start last Saturday in Chattanooga, Erla allowed 1 earned run on 1 hit, 1 walk, 1 hit batter, 1 wild pitch, and 4 strikeouts in 5 innings pitched of a no decision. Edgar Caro is 3 for his last 15 at-bats since his 7-game hit streak. On the other hand, David Calabrese, who entered last night's game on a 4-game hitless streak and the Southern League high 12-game strikeout streak, went 2 for 4 with a triple and no strikeouts. Through 23 games played, Rocket City has allowed just 3 sixth-inning runs, which is tied for the second fewest in minor league baseball, but they've only scored 5 sixth-inning runs, which is tied for the third fewest in baseball. Despite entering this series 11 for his last 18 at-bats, Jeremiah Jackson is 0 for 9 through the opening 2 games of this series. Now, since last season, Jackson is 9 for 77 against the Smokies, batting 117 with 23 strikeouts, which is more than his combined total of walks, RBIs, and runs scored, which is 20. And Rocket City and Tennessee catchers have stopped everything they should have. They are 2 of just 3 teams in minor league baseball without a passed ball. Now it's time for our keys to the game, brought to you by Hampton Inn & Suites. The Hampton Inn & Suites, located just behind Smokies Stadium, is the proud host hotel of the Tennessee Smokies. The first key is for Andy Weber to get his confidence back. He hit 300 in 280 at-bats last season, but is 6 for his first 45 at-bats, hitting 133 in 2023. Andy Weber is a great contact hitter, and he will snap his 3-game hitless streak tonight. The second key is for Smokies pitchers to keep pounding the zone. Since walking 8 batters in their 11-0 loss to Chattanooga, Smokies pitchers have walked 3 batters per game in their last 9 contests. The Smokies have a 6-3 record in that span. And the third and final key is to have patience, my young Padawans. Trash Pandas pitchers have thrown a strike on just 57% of their 391 pitches this series. All right, that wraps up the Tennessee Smokies Wicked Weed Brewing pregame show. When we come back, we will have Mick Gillespie on the call live from Toyota Field in Madison, Alabama. Game 3 of Smokies versus Trash Pandas is coming up next.